Hey guys, what is going on? My name is PTesh, and you guys have probably already seen the title of this video, and yes, today I'm doing a Q&A. The day that this is uploaded will actually be my birthday, so that's kind of why I'm doing it, is because I can't actually edit a proper video together, and I know you guys love funny moments, and you're used to those, but yes, today is my 21st birthday, so I will be out with family and friends, so unfortunately, can't edit funny moments together. I don't want to leave you guys with nothing, so I thought I'd do a Q&A, which I was supposed to do like a couple weeks ago, but I totally forgot about. So on my last Q&A video, my frequently asked questions video I did like a month ago, I asked you guys for questions in the YouTube comment section as well as on Twitter, and you guys have asked a lot of questions, and I'm glad, but a lot of them have already been answered, and you guys can see previous Q&As in the description. I'll put like a link to all of them. Definitely go watch the other videos, and you can find out your answers for that. And another thing before we start these questions off, I was talking to the guys I record with, and we were thinking about doing like a little group Q&A or something like that. So if you guys would be interested in that, please leave your questions for the group, and we will be happy to answer those in a little group Q&A session thing. And if you guys have any questions for the next Q&A, you can obviously throw them down in the comment section as well, or you can tweet them at me on Twitter using the hashtag AskPTesh. Anyway, enough of me rambling on. Let's finally get into these questions. And we're going to start with the Twitter questions, and then we'll move on to the YouTube ones. So starting off with question number 1, we have a question from Ivan over on Twitter, but he asks, what is your favorite Call of Duty and how old are you? So obviously I'm turning 21. Today is my 21st birthday. You better freaking wish me happy birthday or else. No, I'm just kidding. You don't have to. It's alright. I'm 21. I should probably focus on getting my life together more than how many people wish me happy birthday. But anyway, my favorite Call of Duty would have to be Black Ops 2, mainly because of the time period. Like, I just finished high school and I had a massive break between like transitioning from high school to university. I think I had about like 4 months off or something, and I just literally dug into Black Ops 2. Aside from working, I was just playing Black Ops 2 and just chilling and stuff like that. And that's where I met a lot of my friends that I like know these days, like online and stuff like that. Like, that's when I met Juicy and Turtle and like a bunch of other people as well that I'm still in touch with these days, but you guys probably don't know about because they're not in the videos and stuff. So I definitely have to say Black Ops 2 just because of that social factor and stuff, and just like, if I ever think back to Black Ops 2, it's definitely a time where I had a ton of fun like with the Call of Duty. So yeah, definitely Black Ops 2. Sir Stinky Bottom asks, hello? Hi man. How you doing? Ooh Killam asks, how did you and Sparkle meet? I was going to save this for a video where I explain how I met all my friends and stuff, but really quickly, I made a video and I asked for challenges for GTA. Sparkle threw me a challenge and he made me jump from a plane, like in midair he made me jump from one plane to another, and after that I was like, hey man, like, you're a cool guy, thanks for the challenge. And then I think I added him on like Skype or something, and then we started talking, and I'm like, hey man, you sound like one other guy. And then he's like, whoa, maybe I do. And then I was like, hey, you want to play some Gmod? And he was like, hey, yeah, sure. And then he jumped on and played Gmod, and we had a funny time, and he was a funny guy. He was cracking jokes left and right, and I was like, whoa man, you're a funny guy. And then he's like, hey man, I'm a funny guy. And then yeah, we kind of just kept playing together, and now we make videos and stuff together, which is pretty cool. So yeah, that's how I met Sparkle. Trader asks, would you try snowboarding? And 100% yes, I would love to try snowboarding. I've never seen snow in my life. Like, I live in Australia and it's very hot and dry here, but I've never seen snow, and I think seeing snow would be awesome. I would definitely go snowboarding. Probably fall over about 10 or 20 times, but it'd be a fun experience, I reckon. Joel Moreno asks, do you enjoy doing YouTube? Guys, I have something to tell you guys. I'm not enjoying doing YouTube anymore. Feels more like a chore and a job than, you know, a passion and a hobby. But nah, I'm just kidding, guys. Of course I love doing YouTube, man. I wouldn't be doing it if I didn't enjoy it. Just waking up every morning, because I upload pretty late. I upload at like 2 a.m. my time is when videos go live. And waking up every morning and just like reading all these comments, and even just sticking around after the video goes live for a little bit just to reply to comments and stuff like that and see what you guys are saying. You know, I just love doing that. Just the interaction between myself and you guys is just awesome, and like, yeah, I just love doing YouTube for that, as well as the whole creative process of making a video, from going from recording to cutting up clips to putting it all together, music, sound effects, putting in little text parts, coming up with skits, coming up with theater stuff. There's so much to videos, and I just love doing it all. And yeah, of course Joel, I love doing YouTube. Wouldn't have it any other way. Izzy asks, what's your favorite animal? Now, I'm not like a animal person. I wouldn't say, like, I don't have like a cat or a dog. I don't have any pets. I had a fish once, but I think I forgot to feed him and he died. I was like really young when it happened, so poor little fishy. I don't even remember his name. Am I a bad person? I think that's pretty bad. I'm not too sure though, but if I have to say, it'd probably be a squirrel, like off the top of my head, and you guys are probably like, what the hell, why a squirrel? And I'd say the reason for that is if I ever have to like have a display photo for anything, like when I make a new account on like a website or a product or whatever, I'd always just choose this image of this squirrel holding like a nut in his hand, and I'll put it on screen now, but he's just like the most lost looking guy, and I think that makes him my favorite animal. Does that make any sense? That probably doesn't make any sense, but let's just roll with that. So Izzy, to answer your question, I'd probably say a squirrel. Ben asks, hamburgers or sandwiches? And I would definitely have to go hamburgers. Like, I'm not talking about like hamburgers from McDonald's or KFC or Burger King or Hungry Jack's, whatever you guys call whatever your fast food you go to. I'm talking about like hamburgers from a restaurant that are like, they're like big hamburgers. Like, I love eating those kind of things. However bad they are for you, whatever, it doesn't matter. When I bite into a hamburger and it melts in my mouth, that's the best thing ever. I recently learned how to make like hamburger patties with cheese in the middle and without the cheese like melting out while I'm cooking it. So I've definitely been enjoying hamburgers a lot more. But sandwiches are like, they're okay, but you know, I definitely prefer a hamburger. I'm sure you guys are the same. Turtle just randomly tweeted at me, oop, hashtag ask PTesh. That's very, it's very interesting, Turtle. You do you, man. Galaxy Coasts asks, do you have any advice for starting YouTube? Any advice I can give, and any people out there who are wanting to grow their YouTube channel, listen in and listen close. I think honestly right now the key is just having fun with it, being consistent, interacting with your viewer base, not trying to set yourself up for like failure. And what I mean by that is you can't expect to like, you know, upload a couple of videos and be on like 1,000 subscribers or 10,000 or 100,000. It takes time and it takes effort, and it's probably one of the hardest things you'll ever do. For me personally, I think YouTube is one of the hardest things I've ever done in my life. Like, just staying consistent is so very hard for me. I try to upload every second day, and you know, I'll get halfway through a video and it's time, and time is ticking, and then I'll be like, shit, I'm not going to get this done tonight. I'm going to have to work on it today and tomorrow just so I can get it out and it can be the best it can be. I think honestly working on your content is very, very important as well, especially in the YouTube gaming community right now. Everything is so like saturated, and like there's just so many of us that you have to really stand out and do something different or improve on something else that someone else is doing, if that makes sense, to kind of stand out, and people will be like, whoa, that's pretty cool. Like, for example, my Indian voice trolling thing that I don't do it so much anymore because I'm having fun doing it. But that is something that really helped me like start growing out and stuff like that, because it was something that no one's ever really done before. Who's ever jumped on GTA before thinking like, hey, why don't I run around like an Indian guy driving around in a taxi, actually trying to pick up people in a taxi when you can buy a taxi in the game yourself? Or how about, you know, like stuff like that. So it's really all about thinking differently and all of that kind of stuff, and trying not to do something that's already been done, because if something's already been done, then what's the point of someone watching you do something that's already been done when they can go watch the other guys that are already well known that are doing that something that's already done, if that makes sense. Hopefully that did make sense, but those are some tips off the top of my head I could give you guys. Definitely think about it in a bigger picture, and think about yourself as your own audience member. Like, that's what I do a lot of the time. I'll be making a video and I'll be like, well, what the hell, like, I'm not enjoying this, why would I upload this? So for example, if I'm making something and I'm not enjoying making it or enjoying watching it, then why would I upload it? Because like, if I don't like it, then my audience won't like it. You know what I mean? Hopefully that makes sense. But yeah, those are some real quick tips off the top of my head. Hopefully they help. Just stick to it, just do it, and stay consistent, and have fun with it, man. That's the most important thing. So hopefully that helps, man. Mr_Density64 asks, will I ever play with you on PS4? Now, I don't know if he thinks I'm like a fortune teller or anything, but like, if he wants me to answer that question for him, I'm going to need him to chop his own hand off and then send me his palm so I can read his palm. But if he's just asking like, will I ever play with you on PS4, I honestly won't know the answer until it happens. But hopefully we cross paths, man. But if you're looking for a fortune teller, I am not your guy. Now moving on to the questions from the YouTube comment section. And this first question is very, very interesting. But Nup Nui asks, do you eat ass? Alright, moving on to the next question. Loopsy asks, what game are you excited to get your hands on, / what games do you want to be made? I honestly am very, very excited to get my hands on Battlefield 1, Infinite Warfare, the Modern Warfare remake, The new Destiny expansion. Believe it or not, I actually enjoy playing Destiny. I don't make content on it because it's a bit of a weird game to make videos for, especially the type of videos I make. Destiny is a bit of a serious game, so you can't expect me to make funny moments for it. It's not a funny game, it's a serious game. But yeah, other than that, I can't really think of anything off the top of my head, but any game that looks cool to me, I'll jump on and try. I even want to try out the new Pokemon Sun and Moon. I think I might give that a shot, seeing as Pokemon goes out and I'm feeling all nostalgic and stuff, so yeah. BezoB77 asks, who are you inspired by and what is your main goal to reach on YouTube? Subscribers or just having new gears and so on? In terms of goals, I really set myself one every year. This year's goal from the start was to get 100,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and it's crazy to think that that is actually very, very possible. We're sitting on 76k right now, so we're literally 24,000 subscribers off of hitting 100k, so that is crazy to think about. Who am I inspired by? People who make very, very good content, so people like Speedy, Vanos, like Black and Black Ops 2, those guys made the best Black Ops videos, the best Call of Duty videos I've ever seen in my life. People like Smitty who make really, really good CSGO videos. I personally don't play CSGO, but I watch his videos because he edits them really, really, really well and puts a lot of time into his videos. He's a bit of a perfectionist, which is something I can admire because, you know, your videos, when you upload them, they're only there once. You can't put a video out and then get feedback and be like, you know, bring that video down and edit it again and put it back up. Like I kind of, watching his videos, I kind of learnt that, even though it's like very simple thing to like think about. So I've been starting to put a lot and more effort into my videos and stuff, and it's all thanks to these guys, you know, people who make very, very good content. They put time into their content and stuff like that. So, you know, people like that inspire me, and yeah, I guess that answers his question. Moving on to a question by Danny. What is your first COD? The first Call of Duty I ever played was, I think it was Call of Duty 2. I played the campaign because my older brother was playing it. And then as soon as COD 4 came out, me and my brother didn't buy it. We were still pretty young then, so we couldn't like afford games and stuff. We had to like save up. But we did end up borrowing COD 4 from someone for like a week. And I do remember playing through the campaign and playing some online. But I think, to be fair, my first Call of Duty would probably have to be World at War, the one where I seriously like got into and stuff. Mainly because I played the beta for World at War. I played it for like a few months after launch, and I also loved zombies, but I was really, really scared of zombies at the time as well because I was pretty young. I think I was like 14 years old. I was pretty damn young, so zombies like freaked me out and stuff, but yeah. DT Replays asks, why are you so funny? I honestly don't think I'm that funny, and if you ask my friends I record with, they don't think I'm that funny either, so I'm very, very flattered to hear that. I actually don't know. I seriously, I don't think I'm funny, so I think that's more of a compliment than a question. But thanks, DT. Appreciate it, man. Papa Jinx asks, please do a 1v1 with Juicy, and Juicy obviously responded to that comment saying, I like your thinking, Poppy. And we've been working on something for a while now, and hopefully we can put it into action in a few days or weeks or something. And just, my answer to that is soon. So expect a video where I'm 1v1ing Juicy. That's all I'm going to say. But it's not your typical 1v1. There's going to be extras. There's going to be more stuff to it. Anyway, that wraps it up for today's video. Hopefully you guys did enjoy it. It was a long one, but you guys did have a lot of questions, and I wanted to make sure I answered them as good as I could. But again, I want to thank you guys for watching. Make sure to leave your questions down for the next Q&A, as well as making sure to leave questions for the group Q&A we're going to do with all the people I record with and stuff. And I just voice cracked, and that sucks. That really sucks. That's a bad way to end the video. Anyway, I hope you guys did enjoy. Thank you guys so very much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!